Hi guys! Today is day 13 for our caterpillars, but as I mentioned, they are all chrysalis. They have all been, let me show you a little closer. They have all been in their chrysalis for a couple of days, so it is now safe to move them. So I'm going to do that right now. I've got my box with my kit with all the things I need inside of it. I have a little piece that is going to hold the lid. I have a feeder for when they are ready to eat. I have a little brochure about the life cycle of the butterfly. And I have our butterfly garden, our little kit. So on the back, it's got a Velcro tab. You're going to open this and it pops right open. Now, you need to think ahead of time about where you want to store your butterfly net. I have two cats, one of which is very curious. In fact, he's sitting on the table with me very intently watching this container. He remembers, I think, that I put caterpillars and butterflies in these in the fall, and he is looking to see if there is anything inside of there. So because of that, for safety's sake, I will not leave this on my table. I will hang this from a hanging plant that I have inside of my dining room. That way I know that my cat cannot get near it and get to it. Same thing true for dogs, same thing true for toddlers. So think about where you're going to put your butterfly container. Now, we're just simply going to unzip the container. I'm going to get my little stand. And this is all we have to do. We're simply going to take the lid off our caterpillars. Now, while you're doing this, if you want to give your child a chance to look at them, look a little closer at them, notice all the silk. Remember we talked about how the butterfly, the caterpillars put silk around them? You also might notice, look at this little black spot. That is a molt from when it was a caterpillar. And I have 4 chrysalis hanging off this lid. So all I have to do is take the little dish that they have now included. For some of you who may have done this in the past, this is a little different than it used to be. And I am just going to slip the lid into this little container. I'm going to put this container into my butterfly garden. Now, I still have one chrysalis. There was one that fell down when it was making its chrysalis, and so I'm going to take this one out and leave it in the bottom of my butterfly garden, and tomorrow I'll show you how I'm going to reattach it, but you do not have to do that. You are more than welcome to just leave the chrysalis inside the bottom of the butterfly cage. So, are you ready? I'm just going to put this inside of here. You might notice some wiggling inside of your butterfly cage when you move them. The chrysalis are aware of what's going on, and so they will wiggle and they will move around a little sometimes when you're moving them. As I said, I'm also going to take my little chrysalis. I'm gently knocking it from the bottom of the container. Mine's a little stuck. I got a little bit of black that fell out on my hand. That was some of the molts from the butterfly skins. I'm just going to put that back. And once you've done that, see, look, my chrysalis has some of that extra silk, but this top little piece right here, where the black is, that top little tiny piece, that's actually called the cremaster. And sometimes when they make the silk pad to attach the cremaster to, something slips and falls. So as I said, I'm going to put this chrysalis just in the bottom of, oops, I had zipped it up. I'm going to put this inside of my butterfly garden. And you are more than welcome to do that if you had any chrysalis. I know I've heard from a few of you that you did have one fall. And that's typical. Often that will happen. I would say every year when we do this, I would say at least 3 of the classrooms have chrysalises that fall. And like I said, normally what I do is I go in and I reattach them, which I will do with this one on tomorrow's video, but you don't have to do that. Insect Lore has said that they think it's okay for them to stay in the bottom. I just had experience because I worked in the butterfly exhibit at the museum, and I also raise butterflies every summer from my own garden. My butterfly garden, I have an official butterfly garden, is a way station for monarch butterflies, and I raise between 25 to 100 monarch caterpillars every summer. So this is something that I've been doing for years and I'm very experienced with. All right, well, enjoy day 13. Bye.